Hello everyone, welcome to Tarun IAS. This is your host and host Shivam Shukla. Today we will cover daily current affairs quiz for 22nd July 2023. So let's start with the first question. So the first question says Acinetobacter baumannii was in the news recently. What is it? What is that thing? So the first option says flu vaccine, second antibiotic resistance bacteria, C says blood disorder, or it is used in prematurely born children to prevent infection. So what should be the correct answer? You will be able to answer this particular question only and only if you have read the news item. So you should go for such questions only if you are very sure. So the correct answer for this question is B, that is antibiotic resistance bacteria. Let's see the description portion. So here correct answer is B, and as you can see here, Acinetobacter baumannii is a bacteria. It is a multi-drug resistant bacteria which causes pneumonia, bloodstream and urinary tract infections. These infections are usually hospital acquired, means these infections are acquired in a hospital when you get admitted, work in a hospital for a long time and you get exposed to certain infections. Okay, and this is a new mechanism by which this bacteria resist colistin antibiotic revealed. Okay, so this has been the newest news item. So what is the news item here? Scientists from USA and Canada has used AI to discover a powerful new antibiotic capable of killing a superbug known as Acinetobacter baumannii, which is classified as one of the world's most dangerous antibiotic resistance bacteria. Okay, so this bacterium causes severe infections like pneumonia, meningitis, and it is usually acquired from the hospital settings. Okay, and what is the definition of antibiotic resistance? What do you mean by this particular phenomenon? This means resistance towards certain kind of antibiotics, that certain kinds of drugs that used to kill the bacteria, but when a bacteria becomes resistant to particular antibiotic, it means that particular medicine is no longer working for that particular bacteria, is no longer killing that bacteria. Okay, so it is a global concern as it reduces the effectiveness of the medicines to treat the infectious diseases. Okay, so let's see the next question. So the next question here is, with reference to Kachchativu Island, consider the following statements. First statement says Kachchativu is an uninhabited island located in the Bay of Bengal. Okay, second statement says the island was originally owned by Sri Lanka and later it was ceded to India in 1974 through a bilateral agreement. Okay, third statement says fishing communities from both India and the Sri Lanka continued fishing peacefully in the waters surrounding Kachchativu until 1983. So if you have read about this particular news item, you will be able to answer this particular question very easily. First of all, this particular statement is wrong because Kachchativu is located in the Pak Bay region. Okay, Pak Bay region in the southern part, southernmost point के आगे, where Kanyakumari lies, उसके भी नीचे रामेश्वरम के पास. Next, this particular island was originally owned by India, not by Sri Lanka, and India ceded it to the Sri Lanka after the 1974 agreement, and third statement is correct. Okay, so let's see the description part for more clarity. So here you can see the map. Here is this Kachchativu island and a very small area, 1.15 kilometer square, and in this is an island between India and Sri Lanka. No permanent inhabitants. It is inhabited island. No one is living right now. And in 1974, Sri Lankan Prime Minister Sirimavo Bandaranaike and Indian Prime Minister Indira Gandhi, signed maritime agreements and gave this particular island to Sri Lanka. So first statement is wrong because the island is situated in the Pak Strait. Okay, and originally owned by a king of Ramnad or Ramnathpuram in Tamil Nadu. Originally it was the part of India. Second statement is also incorrect. Why? Because this was originally owned by India and India gave it to the Sri Lanka in 1974 agreement. And statement third is correct because the fishing communities from both the countries continued fishing peacefully till 1983. Then a war called Elam War broke out in 1983. Since then the conditions have been controversial between the islands and not very peaceful. After the end of the war in 2019, 2009, Sri Lankan fishermen started raising objection to the Indian fishermen fishing in the waters. So continuous tensions and conflicts are getting arised, और इसकी वजह से ये आइलैंड जो है चर्चा में आता रहता है. एंड द केसेस ऑफ टेंशंस एंड इंसिडेंट्स ऑफ हैरेसमेंट एट द इंटरनेशनल मैरीटाइम बाउंड्री लाइन पे ये होता रहता है. सो एज ऑफ नाउ these are the important information with respect to the question number 2. Let's see the question number 3. So the question number 3 is regarding Delimitation Commission. First statement says Delimitation Commission is responsible for fixing the boundaries of territorial constituencies in a country based on changes in population. Okay, so they are saying ki Delimitation Commission fixes the boundaries for for a particular constituency. Second statement says the commission is appointed by the Prime Minister of India in collaboration with the Election Commission. Okay. Third statement, the orders of Delimitation Commission can be questioned before any court and they have the power to modify their orders based on the Lok Sabha or State Legislative Assemblies recommendations. ठीक है. So here only first statement is correct, 2 and 3 are wrong, because first of all it is not appointed by the Prime Minister of India, it is appointed by the President of India. Third point, this cannot be questioned in any court. Okay, so even in the Supreme Court also. That's why correct answer to this question is C. Let's see the description part for more clarity. So here is this delimitation, the process of redrawing the boundaries of Lok Sabha and assembly seats. तो if the question asks कि सिर्फ और सिर्फ लोक सभा की सीटें ये डिमार्केट करता है, नो, असेंबली सीट्स भी ये डिमार्केट करता है. एंड द मेन टास्क ऑफ डिलिमिटेशन कमीशन इज द रीड्रॉइंग द बाउंड्रीज ऑफ असेंबली एंड लोकसभा कंस्टिट्यूएंसीज बेस्ड ऑन द रीसेंट सेंसस. ठीक है, तो अभी लेटेस्ट केस में इसने असम में डिलिमिटेशन हुआ है, अरुणाचल में भी हुआ है एंड जम्मू कश्मीर में भी हुआ है. ठीक है, इन द प्रोसेस द नंबर ऑफ सीट्स अलोकेट टू द स्टेट इन लोकसभा और इन द लेजिस्लेटिव असेंबली मे ऑल्सो चेंज. ठीक है, एंड इट ऑल्सो रिजर्व्स द सीट्स फॉर SC and ST people. Okay, so this is the function of delimitation commission. So first statement is correct. Okay, second statement is wrong. Why? Because it is appointed by the president, not the prime minister, in collaboration with the election commission of India. Next, statement 3 is incorrect because the orders of delimitation commission are final and cannot be questioned before any court. Additionally, once the orders are laid before the Lok Sabha or state legislative assembly, they cannot be modified by the respective bodies. एक बार अगर लोकसभा की पटल पर या फिर लेजिस्लेटिव असेंबली के पटल पर ये आ गया, उसके बाद कोई भी इसको चेंज नहीं कर सकता, नॉट इवन द कोर्ट्स. सो दिस इज अबाउट द डिलिमिटेशन कमीशन. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन, विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग स्टेटमेंट्स अबाउट नेशनल रिसर्च फाउंडेशन बिल 2023 जो अभी इसी सेशन में लाया जा रहा है, विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग स्टेटमेंट्स आर करेक्ट? यू हैव टू टेल. First statement, National Research Foundation Bill aims to establish a new centralized body with a budget of 50,000 crores over 5 years to fund research in India. तो as the name suggests, research foundation है, 50,000 करोड़ allocate कर रहा है for 5 years to fund research in India. तो is this question statement correct or incorrect? You should tell. Next, NRF plans to draw the majority of its budget, that is 36,000 crore from the private sector. उसमें से मेजर चंक 36,000 करोड़ विल कम फ्रॉम प्राइवेट सेक्टर. सो इन दिस केस बोथ द स्टेटमेंट्स आर करेक्ट. सो लेट्स सी द डिस्क्रिप्शन पार्ट फॉर मोर क्लैरिटी. सो हेयर इज द न्यूज़ आइटम, कैबिनेट अप्रूव्स द इंट्रोडक्शन ऑफ दिस पर्टिकुलर बिल टू स्ट्रेंथन द R&D इकोसिस्टम इन द कंट्री. ठीक है, ये 28 जून की न्यूज़ थी, बट अभी इंट्रोड्यूस हो रहा है पार्लियामेंट में. स्टेटमेंट 1 इज़ करेक्ट. वाई? बिकॉज जो भी इन्फॉर्मेशन थी कि न्यू सेंट्रलाइज्ड बॉडी बनाना है 50,000 करोड़ देकर फॉर द नेक्स्ट 5 years टू सपोर्ट एंड ओवरसी साइंटिफिक रिसर्च इन इंडिया. एंड हु विल बी ओनिंग दिस पर्टिकुलर NRF बिल? ऑफिस ऑफ द प्रिंसिपल साइंटिफिक एडवाइजर टू द गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया. एंड व्हाट इज द प्लान? टू get 36,000 crore for this corpus from the private sectors only, and to research, to increase the bolster the research activities in the country. And what is the aim? It is an important step to promote research not only in the natural sciences but also in humanities, social sciences and arts also, to identify priority areas to contribute to the national objectives. And by involving colleges and universities in scientific research and encouraging collaboration, NRF seeks to enhance research capabilities in India. सीधी सी बात है, R&D जिसमें हम सबसे ज़्यादा पिछड़ते हैं उसको बढ़ाने की बात चल रही है. और इसमें इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट टू बी नोटेड इज कि इट ऑल्सो कवर्स साइंस, सोशल साइंस, ह्यूमैनिटीज़ एंड आर्ट्स ऑल्सो. ठीक है, So let's see the next question. So last question for the day. With reference to the India-Japan semiconductor cooperation, recently a deal has been signed. So this question is regarding this deal only. So the first statement says India and Japan have signed a memorandum of cooperation to jointly develop the semiconductor manufacturing ecosystem, including design, manufacturing, इक्विपमेंट रिसर्च एंड टैलेंट डेवलपमेंट, यानी चारों एरियाज़ में इन लोगों ने जो है मेमोरेंडम ऑफ कोऑपरेशन साइन किया है इंडिया एंड जापान ने. सेकंड स्टेटमेंट, जापान इज़ द फर्स्ट क्वाड पार्टनर टू कोलैबोरेट विद इंडिया इन स्ट्रेंथनिंग द सेमीकंडक्टर सेक्टर. थर्ड स्टेटमेंट, सेमीकंडक्टर इंडस्ट्री इज़ प्रोजेक्टेड टू बिकम $1 trillion industry from its current value of $50 billion current estimated value. So which of the following statements are correct? First of all, statement 1 is very correct because this is the current news item. ठीक है. Statement 2 is wrong because Japan is not the first quad partner. USA is the first quad partner with India. Second, third statement is also wrong. Why? Because the current value of semiconductor industry cannot be 50 billion because it is whole of the electronic sector is dependent upon this particular semiconductor industry, so it must be something beyond 500 billions. So this current value is wrong. So the correct answer to this question is one only. Okay, let's see the description part. So here you can see statement 1 is correct because this particular MOC was signed, and here Japan is the second quad partner after USA. USA is the first quad partner to collaborate with India in the semiconductor sector. थर्ड स्टेटमेंट एज आई टोल्ड कि 1 ट्रिलियन इंडस्ट्री हो जाएगी, बट द करंट वैल्यूएशन ऑफ द एस्टिमेशन ऑफ द करंट वैल्यू ऑफ सेमीकंडक्टर सेक्टर इज 650 बिलियन, यानी 500 बिलियन प्लस तो होना ही चाहिए. ठीक है. एंड दिस इज द न्यूज़ आइटम, न्यू चिप ऑन द ब्लॉक. ताइवान्स एंड TSMC, ठीक है, इज द वर्ल्ड्स लार्जेस्ट मैन्युफैक्चरर ऑफ द सेमीकंडक्टर चिप्स. ताइवान फर्स्ट है वर्ल्ड में. सेकेंड, जापान TMH प्रोवाइड्स सेमीकंडक्टर मशीनरी सॉल्यूशन, जापान प्रोवाइड करता है. ठीक है. फॉक्सकॉन एज पार्ट ऑफ द JVs विद वेदांता वाज आल्सो टॉकिंग टू ST माइक्रो मिर्को ग्लोबल फाउंड्रीज फॉर टेक पार्टनरशिप. पहले वेदांता के साथ फॉक्सकॉन का होने वाला था, बट दैट डील फेल्ड रिसेंटली. बट इसमें मतलब इतना चिंता करने की बात नहीं है बिकॉज वी हैव कोलैबोरेटेड विद जापान ऑल्सो, एंड दिस पर्टिकुलर पैक्ट विच वॉज proposed between Foxconn and Vedanta was ended on Monday, but says working to submit fresh application under ISM. Okay, Indian semiconductor mission में India, Indian government is trying to bring semiconductor manufacturing in India on a larger scale. Okay, low cost semiconductor manufacturing. ठीक है. And what about the Quad? Quad contains 4 important. It is kind of a security as well as the diplomatic bloc of 4 countries: India, US, Australia and Japan. Okay, so these are the 4 important countries: US, Japan, India and Australia, and they want to counter China's aims in the international relations. So this is all about today's video. Hope you are liking our initiative. Keep following us, keep liking, sharing and subscribing us, and you can share your feedback in the comment section. Thank you and have a nice day.